So we're up at 5 in the morning here. We're gonna get going for another step challenge. This one's really a mile challenge. I'm just gonna show you guys some places around Highland Park, Piscataway, and Edison. So thanks for joining me, and here we go. We weighed in at 157 pounds this morning, so we're a little heavy, but we'll see how many pounds we burn off. But yeah, thanks for joining. Oh, I actually forgot. We are going with $30 this time. 5 pieces of gum. We got a power bank, a charger, and an apple here for our breakfast. We did 2 cups of coffee this morning. Going to my car to grab my sunglasses when it gets nice and sunny out. So again, no backpack. People really didn't like that last time in the comments. I believe I got some hate. No, I'm just kidding. But we're just gonna go for it raw again and see what happens. So here's our first location, we'll call them. There's gonna be 15 of these. And this is where I come for my milk, coffee, gum. Anyways, it used to be old Stop and Shop, and then Super Fresh came in and took over this building here. But this is 1 out of 15. Might be some more. We never know. But yeah, this is one of my grocery stores. Treat for this one, but here's the closed down Rite Aid. Shout out them. But yeah, this is where my mans used to hang out, and the beer guy. Yeah, they were pretty cool people. But yeah, here, let's look through the window. Yeah, closed down. Fun fact, this was one of the only Rite Aids in New Jersey to sell alcohol. There's my barber shop, George from Australia. Huge Liverpool fan, absolutely loves Salal. We always have great conversations about English Premier League and UFC. He loves his cars. Great dude overall, 10 out of 10. Would highly recommend it if you're in Highland Park looking for a haircut. We made it to the bridge. There's New Brunswick in there. Here's the Raritan River. Fun fact, they actually made this fence in the 1980s to stop jumpers. Doesn't always work, but yeah, this is a beautiful morning so far. Love the cloud formation. If anybody can tell me what kind of clouds those are, please leave it in the chat. All right, we're continuing on. So I should say that I've never really mapped this out, didn't do any test runs. We're just kind of going for it. So I've never been in here. If I could flip the camera. Can't flip the camera, great. Yeah, never been in here. So we're gonna check it out. I don't know if it's dawn yet, so we're breaking the rules, but we're going in. That was one of my worst ideas yet. It's too dark in there, and I just walked through maybe like a dozen cobwebs, so not doing that one. Anyways, we continue on. Of course, it wouldn't be a video without our tennis ball and our tennis courts. They're out here early grinding. Hopefully, you know what? I did steal their ball. Sorry, guys. A nice water feature here. To give a mile update, we're around maybe 3.5 miles, about an hour in. So honestly, not that great of progress, but boy, is it beautiful out. I mean, you can see the sun reflecting off the building right there. Man, awesome morning. Here's Rutgers Football Stadium, home of the Scarlet Knights. I think it's Shy Stadium, S-H-I. But yeah, I wish I could go inside. Although I probably wouldn't be able to record my crimes. But yeah, absolutely beautiful. Great stadium too. I think it's the birthplace of college football. Okay, we count that. I absolutely love these free little libraries they got here. Each one is so unique. It has its own design. Great book. Read it multiple times. Yeah, see, one of the most exciting books of this year or any year. Every day I've read that. But yeah, let's see what else we got in here. Okay, that one's a little dark. But these are always awesome. Always love to see these around. We're going down Hose Lane. Super excited. There's Johnson Park, leaving now. The golf driving range here. Sprinklers on, a lot of golfers out. I mean, absolutely gorgeous morning. And you got the putting green, and then over there's a short game area. It's got bunkers and everything, so that's always fun to use. But yeah, this is where I learned how to golf a little bit, and it's always fun coming here. Oh, pretty good shot. Glad I got that on camera. Rutgers Formula Racing in here. Let's see if we can get a good view. Yeah, pretty cool. Wow. Car's right there. So here we got some Orgo. I know this is, I think, Mole's number, I believe. Not really sure what any of this means. Anyways, I thought this would be a good time to talk about where we are in the journey. We just hit 6 miles. So, pretty good progress. Completed the fitness ring already. It's about 7 in the morning. So, we're around 2 hours. But, yeah, I guess this is one of the main science buildings here at Rutgers. Anyways, not too bad. Not feeling rough. A little hungry, a little thirsty, but we'll manage. When you see something like this, you know immediately what I'm thinking. I wish I had someone here to help me carry this out of here. We'll look inside Shy Stadium, SHI. Mannequin's getting freaky over there or something. Oh, so we got lost. We took a wrong turn. I have a funny feeling we're gonna be over 25 miles, but that's all right. Little amphitheater down there or something. Really cool architecture here. You know, just a nice wow. Nice seating. I guess you can't, you can kind of read it. U.S. economy shrugs off tariffs. Roundabout. And we're going down here. We got Jersey Mike's Arena right here. So we finally made it. This is where Rutgers basketball plays. And then the business school right there. Cinema over there. Henry's Diner right there. All right, I think we're at maybe 10 miles and we'll continue on. We found a basketball here. Let's go. Gotta admit, Rutgers has a pretty sick campus. It's just the rec center. Pickleball courts right here. Who knows what's in there? Probably more basketball. Tennis down there. Then parking lot. Somehow I'm at the DMV and there's already a line of people that are waiting outside. Unbelievable. All right, so this is the Edison train station. This is the station I used to come to when I would take the train to the New York City office. This is also good for going to Giants football games and Devils hockey. Now on to the next landmark. I think we're at 12 miles. The body's starting to feel it a little bit now. Haven't sat down, haven't had a drink of water, haven't eaten. That'll be next after this next place. Some more recreational area. We got to get over there. So you got to make your own path. Suckers. All right, we continue on. This is the soccer field I play on almost every Sunday morning. We got a little splash park in there. Hopefully you can see, some of the features, kind of cool in there. And then there's a nice 9/11 memorial over there, so it's always nice to honor those. But yeah, scored a couple hat tricks on this field. Great field. I think built in like 2003, 2004, so it's very nice. Here's the Aldi. This is where I shop at. It's always a good time to see the quarter that comes out of the cart. You never know. It's like a mystery gift or something. It's like hitting the box in Call of Duty Zombies. Never know if you're gonna get the ray gun, but except it's a quarter. Anyways, we're gonna get something to drink here. Oh, and the quarter we got was a 2004 Iowa, so luck was not on our side today. But there's always tomorrow. Ooh. Got him. Oops. Good thing there was no car. We made it to Wick Shopping Plaza. It's home to the one, the only the greatest store of all time, TJ Maxx. They got an AutoZone over there. Definitely covered my ass plenty of times. Ugly dumpling through those trees. Planet Fitness, Qdoba, and Le Peep. Oh wait, where's the one urgent? Yeah, Atlantic Health Urgent Care. If you guys know, I stepped on a wine glass, busted my foot open, and that's where I got my stitches taken out. We just stopped at a garage sale. She was giving away free lemonade. Nothing good though. It was all just like women's stuff. Anyways, so we haven't put in AirPods yet. Haven't listened to any podcasts or music, so we got to get some miles down. So I'm gonna throw those in. Probably won't record for a bit, but we're at 17.5 miles. So we got to do some damage here, and that's what we're gonna do. All right, so we made it down to Donaldson Park. There's a dog park over there. There's a community garden, which I really want to get some action into, maybe next year. And then the basketball courts, usually where I hang out. They have a great fireworks show here on every 4th. Soccer fields over there. You can see through the trees, get some practice in there. But this is really where I hang out almost every day. Play golf, basketball, you know. Just screw around here. Always practicing the wedge. Trying to get better. Yeah, get a couple laps in. It's a big loop. It's about 1.5 miles long. And then there's the Raritan River over there, which we'll get closer to. So here's the Raritan River. A little close up. Boating, jet skiing, all that good stuff. It's always really cool to come down here during a big storm because the Raritan River's extremely prone to flooding. So it gets a little hectic. But just check the app. We got 40,000 steps under us today. That's about 20 miles. So we got, say, 5 more miles to go, maybe 6. Not sure how we're doing in terms of the estimation, but feeling okay. The music helped a lot. Between miles 13 to say 17, dreadful. All right, it's time to get rid of the tennis ball here. There's the court over there. It's a pretty far throw, but we'll see. No, that's not getting there. Maybe on the bounce. Nowhere close. Whatever, had to let it go. I think we're at like 21 miles. Shout out Donaldson Park. Pickleball, if you're a big player. So I probably just did about an extra free mile for the sunglasses, but it is what it is, right? I'm here every Wednesday nights, Thursday nights. Wednesdays, Jewish Soccer League. And then Thursdays is the volunteer youth football refereeing. It's also a really great place to come here at night and look up at the stars. There's not that much light pollution over here, so it's kind of nice. Anyways, we're gonna do a couple laps. Never mind. All right, so we made it to another baseball game here. You know, nothing like a walkathon without a baseball game. That's a ball. Come on, pitcher. Let's get a good one. But what kind of jerseys are they wearing, right? See this guy, he's in black. And then where's Buddy? And he's in blue. Oh, good throw, pitcher. Let's hopefully we can get some content here for YouTube. Shout out number 92. Should I yell at him? Come on. Oh, all right. Stole second base pretty easily. So we just hit 24.5 miles. I'm gonna start heading back now. So close to that 25, and then I'm thinking, I'm like, oh man, maybe I gotta do 26 and just do the marathon for today. Here's a gas station I've been to maybe like twice. Anyways, there's the prices so you can compare to your local gas dealer. And then also here's a car wash that's apparently pretty popular. What's going on, man? All right, that's that. We're back. That is, let's get let me sit down first because I didn't sit the entire time again. That was 26.35 miles done in 8 hours and 13 minutes. That is over 50,000 steps taken. Calories, I don't know calories. I would say probably almost 2,000. Anyways, it was a great journey. Thank you for joining me on this. If you made it this far, I hope. Anyways, I have a couple of quotes that I liked. I figured this would be a good ending. Some closing notes. me get it here. Rome wasn't built in a day. Don't be stupid. This is from my neighbor Jim that I liked. Life can only be understood backwards, but it must be lived forward. Be a leader, inspire, motivate, care, action, vision, positive. And the last one I have, if you're not moving forward, you're moving backwards. Anyways, thank you for joining me. This has been a pleasure. I hope you take on this challenge. It wasn't too bad. Soon enough, we'll be at 100,000 steps, I hope.